Hello YouTube, this is Cheska from STEM APKs. Welcome to another tutorial. In the last tutorial, if you remember, we ended up with these three files that were created by the Fluid FLTK designer. And these are this .cxx file, the seed fluid window FL, and then the edge file. Just to remind you, if we run Fluid now, and we run the FL file, is going to create the things that we have created so far. Okay, so this is where we are now from the last tutorial. So now we're going to create a directory. This is just house cleaning. You don't have to do that, but I like to keep these fluid files, this fluid created file separate from my other ones. So I'm going to create this directory called fluid project, and I'm going to put everything inside. So I'm going to take move and then asterisk and then put everything inside the fluid project. And as you can see, if I check inside, they're in there. Okay, so that's just house cleaning. I like to keep it that way. And then I'm also going to create another file called a source file. So it's an src, and I'm going to create my CMake list file, very important file, and it's a text file, remember that. And for that, I'm going to go to mine that I already have it created, not to waste time. I'm going to copy and paste, and I'm going to explain it to you now. So this is what's happening. I'm calling this project an FLTK. This is a CMakeList.txt file. If you ever use CMake, I like using GNU Make. I sometimes use CMake. In this case, I'm using CMake because I'm going to be incorporating OpenGL and OpenCV later on. So it's a lot faster and easier, and a lot of people are used to creating CMake, using CMake, creating OpenCV. That's why I'm using CMake. But I'll also show you how to how to do this using GNU CMake, Make, and regular Make files. But for now, this is what we're doing: is find package FLTK required, because you need the FLTK libraries. Find package OpenGL, because there will be some OpenGL later on that I will add. OpenCV, there will be OpenCV functionality that I will add later, and also create a directory called SRC. That's just for house cleaning. Also, you don't have to do it that way, but that way we'll keep everything separate and in another file called SRC, or a source file. So then I'm going to control X here, and there it is. So in your project right now, you have these two directories and this text file. Okay, so now inside, just to remind you, inside the Fluid project, you have your Fluid created files, and out in your source file, there's nothing in it because we just created it. Oops, so let's check, and as you can see, there's nothing in it. So now I'm going to put some stuff in there. But before I do that, let's create another CMake list. These are very important files. And if you don't do this right, nothing will work. So let's start with this one. And I'm going to go here and cheat again because I already did it. And I'm going to do SRC. And I'm going to go now. List. And there it is. This is the meat of the application right here. So let me explain what's going on here. As you can see that we created a CMake file, CMake list text file in the other directory, in the parent directory. This is a different one in the child directory. You need both. This is the one that is linking all the libraries. So let me explain here. You need this one just showing what version, or you can do 2.6, 3.7. I'm just using 3.7. The other one I had 2.6. It doesn't matter. Just whatever. It has to be less of what you're using. The user interface. This is you're using FLTK and wrapping the user interface around that fluid file that we saved. That originally fluid file with all the buttons. You're adding a library, the user interface source files, and also wrapping it with the CXX file that was generated by the Fluid designer. You're creating your executable. In this case, I'm calling it just foo, and the name of the file that I'm going to show you that next. The dependencies on the user interface, which libraries you're linking. In this case, we're linking the FLTK and also OpenGL. If you don't have OpenGL in your system yet or OpenCV, just comment this out because you will get an error. So if you don't have OpenGL configured properly, just comment it out, and here also comment it out. If you have it or you want to check to make sure that you have it, then you don't comment it out. In my case, I have OpenCV all set up. I have OpenGL all set up, so I should not get any errors. So, but you have to make sure that you have all of these because this is what is wrapping your uh, implementation file that we are going to build together with your fluid generated files. This is what is doing all the work behind the scenes, linking all the user interface libraries and linking it with your implementation files and your header files. That's why I called them different names to keep them separate, and that's why I created a different directory to keep them separate. But what I'm going to do in the next, I'm going to end it here because I don't want to make these tutorials too long. So what in the next tutorial, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be showing you write the implementation file, write the header files, and then I'm going to be hopefully we should have time to link everything together and produce the file that I show you in the first video. Like I said, this is the end of this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please click the like box and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on GitHub and Twitter. And I will see you next time with another video. And I hope you have a great day. And see you next time. Take care.